Welcome to PGA 2K23, and I have been playing this, I don't know, 7, 8, 9, 10, let's say about a dozen tournaments. I've played about half of that is, that's my current. Half of that was on the hardest difficulty. And right now we're still playing on, not conditions, but scoring difficulty. So we are playing at very hard. So typically always, as far as I've played, the leaders will always score very, very low in comparison to the average player. Today we're starting off with, I do 2-round tournaments, Arnold Palmer, and I know this course is not as difficult if it's not so windy. I've never played it on this game. Unfortunately, that's a bad shot. Fortunately, we had a good bounce over. I can't use the swing plane because the swing plane is too large, and it's an actual swing plane around the body versus at the bottom of the screen like on 21, which honestly I prefer because you can't really get a very good tempo playing with such a big swing plane, if you can see it. Okay, I do prefer the putting and chipping without this meter because it's much harder. The putting you can kind of get away with for your strength-wise and everything. This is one thing I have learned, though, is if you're close enough and, of course, you're going to get some speed on it. I don't know what the speed is, and typically it takes me 1 or 2 holes to get used to the greens, how quickly this is going to be. But eventually you'll want to start pulling the pin out. I think this is going to be, I feel like it's going to be a little quick. It is uphill, but this first grid I'm in is not that fast. So let's try not to overhit. Oh, wow, we made it. Ooh, okay, so it was breaking quite a bit. That's fine. If I can usually birdie the first hole, I'm not too bad off. Let's see. The distance-wise, there's a lot more difficulty to this game. A whole lot. From checking your lie, this is obviously on the green, on the tee box, so it's gonna be flat anyway. Ooh, that was close. The greens are playing soft though, for condition wise. They always show replays of your rival. He's my rival. It could be somebody else. I think I'm on the 2nd or 3rd tier now of rivals. And basically, if you can beat them, you get these different rewards. It could be abilities to add to your clubs. And also like gear, apparel, shoes, stuff like, yeah. This is a quick putt too. I don't know if I like this. Let's see. 1 inch up. This is going to drop quick. But it's fairly close. 10 feet in person is a long distance. But here, so let's see if we can hit it hard enough. This is a lot of break. And we barely made that. So top side of the hole. So we're about where we need to be. If I'm playing any sort of big break or break in general, even especially with long putts, I aim to always hit the top of the hole versus the bottom. Because that means you're reading the greens better. That's not bad. That's not bad. I still don't like this clicker thing. I'd prefer the swing plane, but it's just too big. It's too big. Let's see. Maybe I'll play one next hole for you. Just to show you what I mean. Uh-oh, I didn't check my land. Please come down. Ooh, that rough saved me. Light rough. Okay, so it's going to come out pretty hot anyway. Okay, that's not bad. There we go. We're on. Let's try to make this par and keep moving. Good. We don't want to compound these problems because, yes, these people do shoot low. 6 under is not the winning thing here. This is a par 5, but I kind of want you to see this. Oh, it's this way. Okay. Figure this out. Controls, and then your click, swing stick. I prefer this, but it's not a meter on the bottom. It's this big swing path, and we'll do it here because it's a par 5. Please don't hit that brick. And it went straight towards it. I felt it. Yeah, we'll play this with this swing path here. Heavy rough. Yep, let's just hit towards the center. That was quick, but at least it's playable right now. There was no way I was going to carry that to the green with heavy rough. And then from here, I'm trying to remember how these clubs hit right now, so pardon. And then it's moving that way some. I assume I'm going to hit this little quick. Oh my God. See, this is my problem with this thing. It just, you can't really get a good tempo, at least I can anyway, because look how long this is. And that was slow, and that felt quick. Ugh. Was this for par? Oh, that means that shot was bad. They do this, for whatever reason, I assume to mess up your flow. They do that all the time on the PGA. If you're not playing on the PGA, you don't get those replays. And this is a long putt for par. Great. It's a slippery putt, but the distance is what's gonna bother me here. So we're just gonna putt it and hope for the best. See, it's wonderful for putting and close-up chips because you can really get a good tempo there, but not with everything else. It's so inconsistent. I think it's the abilities they add to it, but I don't know. We're going to switch that back, and I do not like using this click thing. I wish it was a meter on the bottom, like on 21. I wish it was. It would make my life so much easier. I mean, the scoring would still be harder, but I just prefer it over this click thing. My reaction time's not that good, but if you can get a really good tempo, it's not that huge of a deal. I should be able to carry this 18 feet down. Uh-oh. Bunker. Ew. Am I going to hit this lip? I feel like it. How is this lying? It's not going to tell me, are you? We're going to hope that we can hit this out. Don't hit the front. Yes, it's out. I'm glad it's out and pretty close. It's not close, but it's close enough to the hole to where hopefully I can just make it up. Oh, 2 feet up. And it's moving down anyway. So let's just shift that over. I'm hoping my abilities let me have much easier chips versus that tiny little circles. You don't need to pay attention to that, but they make it harder right now. Okay, so we made our par putt. I don't know what he's making. Doesn't matter to me. Okay, 8 under. So 10, 11. I'm going to say 10 under is the number. 10 under is the number to beat. Yeah, this is... Oh. Hit it well. There we go. Okay, that water always scares me. I mean, with the click, the 3 click, it's not so menacing, but even still, with the inconsistencies of your progression of your swing on here, of your clubs, let's just cut this down and do that. It is moving that way anyway. We got to play it safe here. 2 really good hits. 2 really good hits. Bounce. I'd rather putt it than chip all day right now. I don't care if the putt's 100 feet away. I would rather putt. Break. I still don't know why you can't see the hole through your player doing this. It's just like you can do this. See how weird this is? I can't really get a good feel here. Because I don't know if you can... Oh, you can zoom in too. There we go. Oh, wait, no, that's changing. Let's reset that. Yeah, it's gross. Quick. Slow and then moves quick. And since it's going downhill, it should be a little quicker. Let's play a little bit more break. just so we can typically get it like the high side of the hole and hope for the best. Still high side, still high side. Ooh, and it was close. It just didn't have the speed I wanted it to have. So these greens are medium speed? Question mark? Maybe? Maybe that doesn't mean anything to you, but you play these games long enough, you can kind of figure out how you need to change things accordingly. I'm actually hitting some good shots right now. Okay, par, birdie. We need this 7. We're on the 7th hole right now. Good. It's one of those things I learned you have to start trying to hit as many birdies on the front 9 before you make the turn. Because I don't know, it just feels like it's harder. And you're not playing catch up. So 4 under right now. It's not the best, but it'll do. Remember, we have 2 rounds. Oh, please don't hit that bunker. Let's hit a good shot here. That should be okay, because it's short. It felt short, but that's a lot of distance for that kind of break. Okay, so it's going to move that way. Play. How far? This is a full shot, but I don't need to play a full shot. Pitching wedge. Should eat pretty quick. There it is. I'd rather the low side of the hole, but this is what we have on the 8th. And it's the speed that's going to get me. There's a putt preview on this. I don't use it. I never do. And if I ever use it, it's on accident. I think I have it turned off on here, so it's never going to be an accident. I honestly didn't even know what it was showing me. I thought it was showing me like just a generic break, but apparently it shows you the actual preview of your putt that you line up. I didn't know that. Oh, we got lucky there. See, it was high side of the hole too, so we read that pretty well. You can overhit the putts though with power, which I think is great. So you have to really pay attention to how hard you hit, because you can overhit, go through break. This game is much more difficult for anybody to start off with. So if you're starting off playing these games, start on 21. 21. It's much simpler. You can get straight into it, and the progression's pretty the same. As in, it doesn't matter the club change. It doesn't matter what gear you wear, anything like that. It's just as long as your hands and play well, like your tempo and everything does well, you can start reading putts better. You're going to get better at the game, scoring low. This game, even at very easy, which I had to start with, is difficult. It's difficult to learn it because now there's so many different things they add to the game that I personally love to see in a quote-unquote realistic game. But if you don't know anything about golf, it's going to be murder. It's not going to be fun, is what I'm saying. It's not going to be fun for you. All these different little small things. Now, the rough is one of those things that are inconsistent. The bunkers, I think, is the one thing I don't like about this game. Is typically the game will pick a specific type of shot for you. Splash, flop. It could be a pitch shot, whatever it might be. They'll pick that for you. It may not be the right one, because with the bunkers, it will give you a splash shot. Typically up and straight down sort of feel. But my experience in these bunkers, the sand that is, if you don't know golf terminology, the sand is every splash shot I typically will hit, even if it's good, will always hit the front of the bunker. So I would always change to a flop shot to get it over. Now, even then, it's a little bit harder to control, but I know I can get out no problem. This is going down. So let's play it a little right of the hole here. There's a lot of ways you can play these games. There is a lot of ways. But again, you have to be more consistent on how you play, not just there's not much break except for there. So that should push it right. Don't overhit. That should be in. That is in. Thank you. Good. We're still moving. 2 par 5s, those par 3s. But this game is fun for me. I bought it on sale. I'm not going to pay full price for these games. But I've gotten into the groove to where I know I can hit shots and I'm understanding the game, which is great. But don't start off on 23. If you have a choice of 21 and 23, 21. That's what I'm saying. No discussion. Just get 21. I have both, and I still love playing 21. It's easy. I'm really on cruise control on 21. This game, I still have to think a lot, which is great. I have to think a lot because every shot makes a difference, especially when I'm playing it on the hardest scoring you can possibly have. And that's not a gloating thing. It's I lucked out on that. I don't know the threshold with the meter right there for this, except for the power wise. This game is so fun. It's frustrating. Like every time when I was starting to play this game, I was frustrated. Like after the first couple holes, shanking, hitting bad shots, fat ball, whatever it might be. I hit so many bad shots. But then I kept saying, I'm going to play again. Maybe I'll get better. Maybe I'll get better. Maybe I'll get better. I've gotten better. Sure. I've started to understand the things they've added. I still think a lot of it's nonsense, honestly. You don't need a million things to customize shaft, heads, grips. You don't need all that it's a video game. It's not like a true sim sort of game, if that makes sense. It's not a sim game, so I don't expect it. Oh, it's 3 feet up. This is a really ugly in-between shot. But we have to get it up there. Okay, this should be fine, right? Right? That should be because I hit it fat. Ooh, that carried way farther than I thought it would. But anyway, I think they've added way too much to this. And we're not talking about like the additions to, let's say, the season passes and stuff. That's, of course, it's a 2K thing to make more money. I'm not going to buy any of that mess. That that break right there after the first. I'm not going to hit that grid, though. Sorry, I'm thinking out loud. I want to keep this slightly close because I don't need... There's a section up there that is breaking left instead of right. And I'm going to touch that section. 53 feet, 1 foot up. Let's just try keeping it close. And hopefully we'll get it to the hole. Stop. A little farther than I expected it to roll. It's doable, obviously. Don't overhit. And we're in. Good. Oh, that's a par 5. That's right. Good. We at least birdied. I have parred so many par 5s. So many par 5s. It's ridiculous. Okay, this hole. That's a little too far. Maybe that'll give me a full shot in. Well, what's the gap wedge? Fairway, please. Yes, fairway. Thank you. Okay. Pitching wedge. Gap wedge still. Where's this lying? This way? So we have to get this pretty flush. That's good. It's relatively straight. Good. Sometimes we can hit good shots. Now we just have to capitalize on these putts that are this close. Good. And of course the distraction here with my rival, and I don't know his name because it doesn't really matter. I don't typically use the stuff they give me, the shoes and stuff. I've just been stuck, even with the same sponsors, I've stuck with the same sponsors as a whole. Let's play it about here. Here feels good. And I was debating about course record and stuff like this because it's a game I play, and I typically will try to play at least one round a day. I'm not kidding you when I say that. One round a day. Eventually, hopefully when it gets warm, I'll start making like video, not on this channel probably, making golf videos. It's just me out golfing. I don't golf much anymore. It's one of my favorite pastimes because you get outside, it's quiet. Please keep running, not enough speed. Oof. And it fits me. It fits me pretty well. Golf does. With the small details of everything. I think that's why I did so well when I played. Like I don't mean weekend playing. I was playing in tournaments and stuff. And then, of course, just life just took a hold. And yeah, golf took a back seat. It's fine. But that's probably why I want to play more often. Okay, flat. I don't know how hot this is going to come out. So let's just play it. Please don't hit that bunker. Just be nice to me. That should carry it, no problem, right? Yes, it carried. Roll. Oof. I'd like it a little closer, but you know what? It's not a bad time. Don't overhit. Center of the cup. Good. You don't have to putt as quickly as me. This is not me trying to speed through it. This is just how quickly I play. I think my first few tournaments actually, rounds, were probably close to 25, 30 minutes. But playing this game with less breaks, I can probably do it closer to 20 without me just sitting here talking. Like if I'm just not talking and just playing, I can typically get it under 20 minutes. So it's not an all day, oh Lord, water. Please let it drop close to the hole. Okay. This is a par 5. I didn't even realize that. Okay. So we're going to, since they want to be jerks about this, they want me to compound my problems. Okay. We'll play this side of the hole. And we should have done that first. It's fine. It's fine. We just got to save this. Oh, this is an ugly putt. I don't want this to get away from me here. Quick. Play a little bit more break than I'm thinking. Oh, I hit that a little hard. And it's center, though. So the break I was choosing was right. I just looked out. It was still pretty close. Medium speeds. Yeah, I'm sure that was a nice chip in. Doesn't matter. I don't expect him to beat me, though. Yeah, he's even par right now. And then we have 2 more holes left to go. Oh, these sticky par 3s. Why would it pick this shot? That doesn't make any sense when I know I can club up. Now, it's 10 feet down. The only reason why I point that out is because now I know I can carry this with like the full club, but you don't want to overhit because it will roll off and roll more. Watch. See how much that rolled? And I underhit that, I'm pretty sure. Oh, Lord. Ugh. Ewy. Slow. I got a little runny nose. Sorry. Quick. This should carry some, not speed, but break. So I hit it a little bit harder. Not as hard as I wanted it to be, but hey, we picked up that birdie. We picked up the birdie. Now I'm sure he is just hitting these pitch shots everywhere. Good for him. Well, his short game's pretty good. Doesn't matter. I don't expect him to beat me. Because that's how I was playing at first. I was basically just trying to save myself. Putting, I've done well with from 21. So putting has been one of the easier things for me to grasp back on here. Okay. Not much break. Let's carry this water. Okay, where was it? That should be fine because the wind was blowing left. Right on. Good. Do not let's reset that. Do not assume I normally play this well, because I usually don't. I think it's because the wind was down is why it let me score that low. But around 25 minutes, we finished this round of 18. We're 13 under, but I did say 10 under was the number to beat. 10 under was the number to beat. Now, next round, the course, I assume the wind's going to pick up as a whole. Where is Tiger at? 6 under. Oh, that's not bad. Bubba Watson's still at 6 under as well. Expect these people to score even lower. So basically, I have to come out firing at all cylinders. I hope that you enjoyed it, and we'll catch you in the next one.